Hi friends, this morning we are going to read 10 Reasons to Love a Turtle. Sea turtles are old and mysterious creatures. The ancestors of these reptiles used to live on land, but now they live in seas all around the world. There are 7 species of sea turtles. So we have the Kemp's Ridley turtle, the olive ridley turtle, the hawksbill turtle, the flatback turtle, the leatherback turtle, the green turtle, and the loggerhead turtle. They go on amazing journeys. Steering gracefully with their flippers, sea turtles look like they're flying underwater. They swim thousands of miles between their feeding and nesting places. They cross huge oceans, mysteriously returning to nest on beach where they were born. Nobody is quite sure how they find their way. So in the deep ocean, we can see a sea turtle. Here's a bottlenose dolphin, a reef shark, and this is a school of sardines. They cry real tears. Sea turtles only drink seawater, so when their body gets very salty, too much salt is bad for them, the turtles get rid of it by shedding great big salty tears. On land, crying also helps to flush gritty sand out of their eyes. They cry underwater too, but the sea washes their tears away. So here we see a green turtle who's crying. Can you see its tears right here in its eye? We also see their flipper and their tail, and this is their shell. Their nests save sand dunes. Leaving tire-like tracks behind them, female turtles crawl up the beach to nest. Some nest alone, but others nest in big groups. They each dig a deep hole and lay a slippery pile of eggs. The eggs hatch, leaving thousands of broken shells. These provide food for grasses growing in the dunes. The grass roots stop the wind from blowing away the sand, keeping the dunes in place. So these are the sand dunes, the big pile of sand and the grass on it. So we see an olive ridley turtle laying eggs in their nest and the tracks that she's leaving behind. Baby sea turtles hatch together at night. They dig themselves out of their sandy holes and scramble toward the sparkling moonlit waters of the sea. Bright lights tempt away some from the water. Others are snatched by gulls and crabs as they run down the beach. The lucky ones swim frantically into the breaking waves. So look at all these little babies called hatchlings. They're all running for the water and the waves. We can see some starfish, but some of them are caught by gulls and ghost crabs. Their jaws snip and snap. The shape of a turtle's jaw depends on what they eat. Some have scissor-like jaws to snatch drifting jellyfish. Others have sharp beaks to poke into rocky crevices and coral reefs for shellfish and crabs. And some have jagged jaws to snip seagrass. So we see a lion's mane jellyfish, all of its tentacles, and the pink hamlet jellyfish, and the moon jellyfish, and the comb jellyfish. But we have to be careful when we pollute because sometimes plastic bags get into the ocean and the turtles think it's a jellyfish. See how it looks like jellyfish? And they eat it, and plastic bags aren't good for turtles. They are deep sea gardeners. In shallow, sunny waters, sea turtles act like underwater lawnmowers. By nibbling seagrass meadows to keep them short and healthy, turtles make homes for millions of fish, crabs, and even seahorses. They graze these busy underwater gardens for up to 3 hours before popping up for air. So we can see the hawksbill turtle and the green turtle Here's some seahorse. A lobster is hiding. Here we see coral and a sponge. They hold their breath for hours. Like us, sea turtles need air, so they poke their heads above water to breathe. But they can also take one huge breath that lasts for hours when they are diving or sleeping underwater. So we see the loggerhead turtle taking a breath. And look, here's some flying fish. They're fish that jump up in the air. Here's a Pacific gull and a fishing boat that's catching fish with its net so we can eat the fish. They are as ancient as the dinosaurs. Turtles have been on Earth for millions of years. They once walked on land around the feet of dinosaurs. These early turtles were twice the size of sea turtles today and had much longer necks. Perhaps these ancient turtles first slid into water to look for food. Today, all turtles live in the ocean and only struggle back onto land to lay their eggs. So we see an ancient turtle. Look how long its neck is. Then we can see some animals that we would see a long time ago. Dragonfly, which we still see today. The Stegosaurus, the pterodactyl, and the Diplodocus. You believe turtles are related to dinosaurs? They have beautiful shells. Most animals with shells can pull their head and legs inside them for protection, but the sea turtle shells are different. Their shells are part of their backs, so their flippers and head always stick out. These beautiful patterned shells protect their bodies from predators like sharks and crocodiles. So the leatherback, the olive ridley, the hawksbill, the green turtle. Such pretty shells. They grow very old. These quiet, gentle creatures grow very slowly and live a long time. Some survive for 150 years, much longer than us. But in oceans around the world, these ancient reptiles are being killed by pollution, hunting, and fishing. They are disappearing fast. It's now up to us to keep these extraordinary creatures alive. The end.